CBR, welcome in. Mr. Gray Skull, hello, hello. Storied Craft, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Ned, good morning. How you doing? Mike, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm a little on the slaggardly side today. Oh, I got a your go already, Mika. Well, you're muted. I haven't really. I haven't really made an Eldrazi deck in a while. Maybe it's time. Pancake. Technically, it was one pancake. It was pretty good. We were out for a bit. Oh man, he punched me in the mana. That hurts. Why you gotta punch me in the mana? I guess it makes more sense to put out the Innkeeper. It was good though. We geeked out about the game for a little while and then talked about holiday plans. X-Maniac, welcome, welcome. It's time, make an Eldrazi deck? Okay, that's fair. We can do that. Let's just keep his removal busy. So how is your Zur deck? Zur the Enchanter, Nikki, that you're going with? I was watching a video. Or is it the other Zur? I'm trying to remember. Still pretty sick, so of course I was like in and out of it. Cobble, welcome in. Snack time? Let's see. I think I'm gonna just start with some sugar. Wow. Says people aren't really finishing. It's the Enchanter, yeah. Brutal so far, you like it? Nice. Okay. Eldrazi deck it is. Nice. Okay. Still need to delete something. We will delete. You know, is it Mind Skinner? I don't really know that I liked Mind Skinner that much. Actually, I have 2 Life Gain Unicorn decks. Let's get rid of this older one. Nice. G-Fran, welcome in. I guess so. I'm assuming this is Brawl. No, excuse me. There is no end to the goop inside me. It is disgusting. Okay. I think we're going to go with Azlask. I still think to me that's probably saying Enchantment Core. Just because to me that's the best mana fixing we can do. So, probably did Displacer. I don't really care for those angels. No. Draw a card. Whenever you discard a creature card, you may pay 2. Okay. We'll actually craft that. Kozilek's Unsealing. One thing is it's rough. Hey, Butter. Welcome in. Michael, I've done lives about D&D quite a few times. For whatever reason, they just don't do as well, and it's probably because, like, It's not as visual as my guess. I have done session preps. I actually did a Dungeon Master workshop live for a while. Um, you know, I still kind of wish that would work out, but I have done a lot of D&D lives. We also streamed some D&D for a while. That didn't seem to do very well either. And I think one of the reasons, Michael, is that because of things like Critical Role, people have a really high expectation of what a stream's going to deliver. And it's kind of rough for somebody who's just doing this on a shoestring budget to hit that level of quality. So it can be a little challenging. But yes, I have and do D&D live streams, just probably not as much as I would like to, just because as of yet they haven't yet to be like supporting the stream to the degree I would like it to. I wish I could figure out how to make it a little bit better. We just haven't really cracked that. Yeah. Have we got to Glaring Flesh Shaker yet? I don't know if that explained it, Michael, but on the other hand, I'm always willing to talk about D&D, so if you have a question or something you'd like to go over, or something maybe that you're struggling with or you're excited about, by all means, please talk about D&D. Frazelio, Taken, welcome in. Hey, GamerPuff, how's it going? Like, this is, there's probably very little in life that I talk about or do as much as I talk about or do D&D. I run 3 games most week. I'm branching out to some other systems lately. We just started playing Fabula Ultima again. Really enjoying that. You're new to DMing? Nice. Any questions about your homebrew world or how you're approaching it? I mean, don't you get me wrong. We can talk D&D all... When I play myself, what kind of character build do I go on? So generally speaking, I don't get to play very often. When I do get to play, I usually get to play like older editions of D&D that are a little more complicated than 5e, and I tend to lean into that. I tend to make things that are very, very nuanced and weird. I'll do things like try to play... That's fair, Michael. It's very easy to see how that gets overwhelming. Like, I will play characters that like have one level of any one class and still try to make them work. That sort of thing, Nikki. I try to make characters that are pretty diverse. I don't know what your background is. If the phrase Gish means anything to you, I really like Gish style characters, which is a melee caster type character. Get lots of Eldrazi. So we gotta get some other things in here. Urza's Incubator probably. Oh, might also grab that Silex while we're at it. Is Incubator's in this? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then what's that one? Color. See, so like 3.5 and Pathfinder First Edition has so much like interaction and rules and stuff, and I really enjoy it. As a player, I totally get why people like running 5th edition, though. Excuse me. But I do. Yeah, we're gonna go with this guy right here, Aslask. He's really good. So I think that's the plan. Might grab Myro. Trying to blend Kryn with Dragonlance for Forgotten Realms. Nice. So one of the things I did, you'd say net Herald's the Inn. Hit the Herald's Inn. Just 1 second. We'll go back to it. I don't think there's going to be quite enough to do that. So one of the things, Michael, I did is I had a game setting that was a spell to map things that went wrong, and so it created a demi-plane map that was like actual scale, and that every time anybody would plane shift with the focus of it, it would just start the map over there. So I had a planes shifting mage who was running around thinking they were just mapping something, but they were actually like copying pieces of different realms into them. And so the setting was literally like a map of like juxtaposed sections of different campaign settings, and then like interacting what happened to them after they got copied to make a new history. And I think that one was pretty fun. That might be fun. Got it. Where I was looking for while I was here. Oh, it the heralds the end. Yep, there we go. But that allowed me to interact those two settings and a couple others, and I think it was really a fun little setting. There's Forsaken Monument. I was looking for that. I mean, it's still a really good card. Color spells cost 2 less to cast. Ugin is good, yeah. Got Ugin. Ugin's Labyrinth is good. So I'm also thinking a couple other things. We get Cryptolith. Everybody knows I like that enchantment. We're gonna get Insidious Roots. You know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because Insidious Roots and Mesmeric Orb is gonna give us recursion, and is gonna give us triggers on Insidious Roots to get more tokens. Which probably means things like Sculpting Steel. Sculpting Steel. The Enduring card, the new room, is that what we're talking about? I already grabbed the enchantment Path Annihilation, which is also going to do that. Thuggy Puggy, welcome in. T-Cell, hello. Oh, do you even have to ask? If I can do it, if I can shoehorn it in there, it's going to have it. Enduring Vitality? Oh yeah, I remember that one. I was thinking some of these. But Enduring Vitality sounds fun. I'm also thinking maybe Curiosity might be fun. I might have to go be critical of a couple of my Eldrazi picks. Is Corrupted Shapeshifter really worth it? It's not terrible. Depth Diver might be a bit expensive. Because I'm also thinking maybe grabbing Innocence, Caretaker Talent. It's in the earliest part of timeline. That's cool. That can be really fun for kind of creating a vibe of significance to characters, for sure. Which means I'm going to grab that Dryad, which means I'm going to cut something else for mana. What do we need? Really, one of the things we're going to have to make sure to like fix here is our mana base that has to have Devoid in it. That's one of the weird mistakes I always make with Eldrazi decks. Maybe that goes. Let's look at that. Courage gives you haste. I tend to prefer. Oops, cancel. Tend to prefer Urbrask. But it is an enchantment, so maybe we'll lean into that. Probably don't need too many more of those though. Is World Breaker worth it? See, that's the other thing about Eldrazi is they don't. Because I love the recursion idea. I don't love the fact that you have to cast them, but. What if Hope Ender Quaddle. Glimpse and Impossible. Let me take out that. And we add what you call it? Gotta add two things if I do this. Yeah, Michael. Walk me through why you think it's a good idea to limit species and subclasses. I mean, I understand as a dungeon master it can be intimidating, but sometimes I worry people get intimidated by that, and it's maybe not the thing to be intimidated by. Because when you're dungeon mastering, the thing you want above all is player engagement, and I find that like restricting options to players generally is like asking players to care less about your game. That might be a little reductive, but I understand reasons why you would want to limit it. But why do you think it's a good idea to limit it? I'm just curious. That's not terrible. Sacrifice. Non-token permanent. Okay. That's gonna work with what we're doing. Game of Life, welcome in. Hey, Storyteller, I didn't know I should sneak in. Okay, so you're gonna have your players choose before you restrict things. I think that's okay. Okay, that tracks. Okay, that's smart. That is very smart. I really want. Yeah. I feel like I need to cut one more thing. I mean, I guess off. You know what? Let's not worry about board wiping. Let's just dominate the whole dang board. Okay. Good. I mean, I 100% think that's important. So. Does everybody notice I almost always take Phyrexian Tower? Has everyone picked up on that? Does everybody know why? There's a lot of effects now in Magic that it's very easy for your commander to get like turned into a legitimate businessman or imprisoned in the moon or whatever. And if you can just sacrifice him in response and get him back in your command zone, it's an easy way to dodge that. So, what other questions do you have? Hey, Sammy, welcome in. And Jason and Spider also snuck in while I wasn't looking, but hi. You're thinking Wizards and Warlocks come later on, but you can be a Druid, Sorcerer, or Bard. That's an interesting selection. Sorcerer makes sense a lot. Druid makes sense for an early world. Bard makes me think you're kind of going for almost like a storyteller, like around the campfire early sort of thing, which I like. I would still check and make sure. Yeah, stolen to be never returned. Exactly. Hey Sam, how's it going? I'm kind of trying to think of what other things may or may not, you know, feel right to you. Corey, welcome in. I still use the Dungeons and Dragons multiverse, but I don't generally. I still like usually make my own world settings. Oh, thanks for the share, Sam. Oh, the mana fixing got. I was like, what is going on? Oh, that's what's going on. That we definitely still need to get that like Yavimaya stuff and a lot of the pain lands, which makes me think I don't have enough life gain in this deck. That might be a problem. Where's Stomping Ground? Where's Carplusion? Carplusion, whatever, pain land. Carplusion Force. Yep, yep. 100% agree. Battlefield Forge is going to be in there. Fury Calm, Sacred Foundry. Magic Teachers are Druids. Nice. Sounds fun. I like where you're headed with this so far. What type of challenges, since it's an early world, like what do you think your challenges look like, your baddies? Excuse me. I grabbed the brush again? I did, okay. Breeding pool. Maybe grab a couple of these. Triomi things. Ketria. World Tree is a good one. And then we'll probably grab a couple of things I never grab, like Aether Hub and a couple of these guys. Could theoretically grab some of the shock searchy stuff, but maybe like the hideouts and stuff are a better idea. Cavern of Souls is good. Man Tower's good. Deserted Temple. RoboCat, welcome in. Cavinati, hello, hello. I haven't played Eldrazi for a while. This should be fun. Still want to keep a decent amount of forests. Maybe like 5 and a 4. Let's see if I can pull down Primordials, Giants, Dragons. Okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Like I like the vibe so far. Maybe got to take out 7 cards still, huh? Maybe we rely a little less on Boros. I don't feel like that's a high preference. 5 more, huh? Don't have a lot of black, do we? Let me take out that Snarl. Maybe Hall of Taxon's not that great. Ugh. Getting a little nervous here. Hollow Fountain, maybe. Like, I want some of these things. Pool, Xander's Lounge. Maybe Aether Hub, just giving us 1 energy isn't great. And I don't know. Maybe the Frostboil Snarl. Okay. Cancel. Alright, we'll give this a go. We'll give this a go as it is. Maybe it'll do the trick. Maybe it won't. Brawl. I don't think I've actually run Azlask, and I actually really like this Eldrazi. One of my major regrets in recent Magic history is not buying much in terms of Commander Masters. And I didn't buy that Eldrazi deck, and I kind of still kick myself about it. Die Dawn, welcome in. Excuse me. Alright. Do we like that? We got a green. Yeah, we can work with this. I think we work with this. Okay. Only one thing comes in tapped. Get that out. Oh, playing Shrines. Oof. Okay. Well, this will be a race right from the get-go. Yeah. I mean, so far I think it's feeling pretty good. Thanks for the follow, Michael. But I do feel like that feels like a pretty basic, like a solid basic conceit for your setting. So far no notes. Excuse me. Oof. Void Pouncer out. We're not going to kick it, obviously, because we just barely have mana cast it. The pizza is gone. Yes, it usually is if I'm around. So now we have all our mana unlocked. I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm going to play Enduring Innocence. And then I'm going to drop Azlask. Hold up. Colorless creature dies, okay. Have I played Dragonlance or read any novels? I have read the 2 core trilogies, and I have run Dragonlance for about a year. I have played Dragonlance for about half a year. So I have a decent amount of experience with it. I've also had Planescape games that use Dragonlance as well. I really like the Moons and the Towers of High Sorcery bit. I was actually far more intrigued by Taldas and the other continent than the main continent. I liked the Cataclysm era, and I could kind of see playing in the Cataclysm era, kind of similar to what you're doing there, maybe. Gave me an experience token. Interesting. Zach, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. Ugh, okay. We have problems. So, what are we learning? We need removal is what I'm learning. Do I have any way to deal with that? Excuse me. Exile close spell from my hand. Okay, so I'm going to do this instead. And then I kind of feel like we do this guy, and we still have enough to cast Azlask. Okay. Three moons and how they affect magic. Nice. Mac, welcome in. That's cool. Makes a lot of sense to me. So he has 2 shrines. He could kill almost anything. Oh, 3. So he can probably kill my commander again. He's gonna keep killing it, it feels like. He's killing it. Okay. Yeah, still keep the card draw effect, so I don't know that I'm really even that mad about it. So only... Okay, they're only going to get buffed. Okay. Frank, welcome in. Frank the tankiest. Alright. So... Wharf Infiltrator. See if we can get something spicy out of her. Justin, welcome in. Murdoch, hello, hello. Where's all my big scary Eldrazi's? What I want to know. Where's my... I have lots of big scary... There we go. I don't know if we have... Promise End. I don't know if we can cast that. So we can't cast that yet. Oh, we're awfully close though. Maybe World Tree and Malevolent Rumble again. Great pub quiz. Welcome back. Okay. God, what are we gonna? We're gonna lose the commander again, aren't we? Probably. Skulk. Let's attack with that. Oh shit. Well, I guess I'm not gonna attack with it. Yeah. Gods and dragons walking on the material plane. I mean, that's a pretty common, like not in a less than sort of way, but it's a pretty normal trait for these settings to have. I mean, Fizzban, right? Fizzban was cruising around all over the place. Right? So, like, I think that's kind of, if you're honoring Dragonlance as a source thing, I feel like that's definitely something happened. Time of Travels, yep. Time of Travels, that was actually really, really a fun part of the Forgotten Realms history, too. Pretty sure I can cast a Miracle, right? Yeah, I can. So let's do that. Pretty sure I still get control of him, right? Does it say successfully? When you cast this, after that... Yeah, it doesn't say successfully, right? Yeah. Definitely a thing, though. Right, so... That's what I thought. I think we're gonna kill the Goshentai, maybe. I mean, we could kill the other thing. How can we kill... I mean, I don't want to kill my guy, though. Oh, that's frustrating. Yep. Oh, do I have to cast his spells, too? I guess we can play that. Do we not want to play any good stuff for him? Oh wait, 5 damage to each planeswalker. Yeah, we'll do that. 5 damage each creature and planeswalker. Rawr. Kill my own dudes. He might have done that anyway. Maybe he wouldn't have. I don't know. Take action. And then board wiping. Yeah, I can see it. Heck and Hudson, welcome in. Oh, did I out of habit? That was silly. That was silly, Net. It's just out of habit. I should have let him go to the graveyard, huh? Whoops. Yep, you're right. 100%. Where's Kozilek? I mean, do I really want to? Decline, it's fine. Hit me or hit? Okay, that's fine. Take action. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So I can't cast Kozilek anymore. It's okay. We'll pot out this guy. Crappy Dappy, welcome in. Thinking about using Kinder instead of Halfling, so you're still staying kind of very strong Dragonlance vibes. I don't know what your experience with Kinder is. They're very upsetting to a lot of my players, so I'll have them, but usually it's as an enemy or somebody who's going to get killed. Like, because Kinder and the tendency to appropriate other party members' things, often very, very upsetting to some of my players. Less than it used to be, though. Let's get rid of this one, because that one does target creature or planeswalker. Oh, so that one's gonna go. Alright, well, tis what it is. We got rid of one of the things that was a big problem. Let's play that out tapped. Really wish I could take out that other shrine. Daniel, welcome in. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming Kozilek's gonna go to the graveyard. No goblins and orcs. Interesting. Alright, alright. Very unfortunate to lose Kozilek, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay though. This will be a fun deck to play for a bit. Nana, welcome in. Eugene, hello, hello. Eugene. Because I want to get Aslask's Annihilator trigger. So I'm hoping to get that off in the next couple rounds. That's my hope. And man, one of any color and sacrifice. Nope. We want to hang on to those. We'll see though. He's probably going to take one of them out. He might try to take out the commander again. If he takes the commander again, I guess probably silly. Oh. I guess we'll hang on to that. Interesting. As the Kender, Nana? So, Leonins turn into orcs? Interesting. Let's see if he's willing to continue to discard. Curious what he's searching for. So far I'm feeling like I don't have enough enchantment removal. Your Dungeon Master loved it? Well, good for him. Let's play that. I think we only have enough to trigger Azlask once. So we'll do that. And we'll RAR. Annihilator goes off. And probably he's doing lands. Wow, that's a choice. Like farewell, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, unless he gets something really big, he's done next turn. He's probably gonna grab a Miracle or something, but it doesn't really matter because it doesn't get its cast trigger. Maybe he has something spoopier in his graveyard, does he? So not really surprised he's getting a Miracle. Still think I have this. If he's smart, he's gonna discard cards and destroy my Scion tokens. I guess technically you go for Azlask. I don't know if that's smart. Because Azlask, I guess it would stop me from doing it for another couple turns. Yeah, maybe it's getting rid of Azlask that's smart. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. Maybe that was smart. Could still recast it, but he's got that ability to do damage and draw cards, so maybe we don't. What is the play? Protection from instants. Yeah. So can we... Do we need as last more? I don't think we do. Choose up to 2. Locklean, maybe? Excuse me. Kill the kicker. Maybe get rid of his red. He's still probably gonna be able to nuke out something. If I do this, and we attack with both of these, he's gonna block that, and he's either gonna lose one of his shrine guys, or he's going to obviously take 3, which maybe he'll take 3. Idea for multi-class character: Tabaxi, Lore Bard, Hex Warlock, named Ratscallion. That is oddly specific, but I don't hate it. Jesse, welcome in. Oh, and he has lethal on me. I should have paid attention to that. Whoops. Alright. Lots of mistakes made there. Getting his commander. Although he never recast his commander, did he, Nat? Alright, so what do we need to fix here? I feel like we've still got some work to do in terms of removal. Maybe I put in Maelstrom Pulse. I really like that. TBF, welcome in. Maybe we'll put in that. Do you feel like Overlord felt good? Yeah, I don't think he cast him back again. Well, let's just start. We'll just add Maelstrom Pulse just as a possible removal thing. I'm going to keep playing it. Nobody D, welcome in. No, we'll definitely keep that. Yarok's really, really good, though. Recently, remember, you have iPad. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad that's working out. Eldrazi. I almost feel like I'm not getting enough Scion tokens and things. Maybe that's something I should like lean into. Crenard, welcome, welcome. Sammy, welcome back. Oh, there's that Maelstrom Pulse we wanted. I don't know if anything's out that's a threat enough, in my opinion. Probably save it for Yarok, actually. That's obnoxious, but okay. Yep. You know what? We should do blue. Blue? Blue. Alright. So, if we do that... Almost unnecessary, so we'll just play Enduring Curiosity. Haven't seen Buxton? Like, for your Buxton or me playing Buxton? I haven't been playing much lately. I mean, compared to normal. Maybe we'll play Buxton if I can muster up the energy for the lunch stream. Me, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. I don't think we have any tokens right now, but... You talking about Aslask being horrible in general? Lampkin? Tiddlywinks, welcome in. Yeah, I could see that. It's a little struggle bus. Let's see, Sarah 7 deaths. Has vigilance. There we go. That's something we needed. Oh, even better. And then maybe we play Sanctum Weaver. Is it worth... I still think we need to kill Yarok. So maybe we just attack with that. See what happens. You hope they link the new game? Oh, so do I. Yeah, wildly, if they don't do that, we're probably looking at the death of Arena. And you know, people say that and it sounds very dramatic, but honestly, if that game supports Commander well and has at least the quality of Arena, it will outcompete Arena. I don't know why Wizards keeps doing this, where they did it with MTGO and with Arena. And MTGO was a little long in the tooth, and I get that. But yeah, I think that it'll probably mean the end for Arena. I don't think he can possibly bear out this next bit. Oh, hey, thank you, Narcissistic King. Thanks for resubbing. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, this game, I think, is going to be the one that fails. That's what the history has been. Hey, Side Guy, how's it going? Yeah, apparently they can't. Something about the client is not working for it. I don't think the new one will. History has borne out that the new shiny thing always wins. So, unless it's just bad, unless it's literally unplayable, then maybe. Well, he's definitely getting a lot of landfall triggers and stuff. This will be interesting. I'm just gonna take a big face hit here if he attacks with Osier Kaslam. So, I can't imagine, King, that they're not gonna make sure that you can play duels in it. It'll be interesting to see. You know, until we have it in front of us, I guess we'll never know, really. That was what I was afraid of. Hmm. Is it worth losing Enduring Curiosity and Sire of Seven Deaths? It might be. The damage I'm not worried about. I'm also getting a life gain, so I'm only going to go down like 2. Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying this, Lambkin. Um, I've been through MTGO already, and so I I've already seen this happen once, and the bigger collection game lost. So I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I hope we are. I hope that's correct. So we're gonna hit Yarok real quick, and then let's see. Wait, cancel. So we need white. White, red. Oh, maybe this is not good. You know what? Cancel. Cancel, 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 cancel. I could have, but I think the next thing with playing Annihilator that many times will be better. Matthew, welcome in. So we'll get 5 Annihilator triggers unless he takes out something with direct damage. No, King. My experience is that the herd goes and then the rest doesn't support it. So we'll see. I actually desperately hope I am very wrong. Right, Lambkin. So I'm assuming you don't pay very much money though, right? Like people like me and you who play a lot and get a lot of gold and minimize our investment in the game. Right. So like we're not the people they want to be happy, unfortunately. They want people who are going to buy packs and spend lots of money on the game to be happy. Oh, that's unfortunate. It doesn't matter though because his ability doesn't require a tap, so if he destroys my commander, it's actually a mistake. It'll actually make my guys bigger. So he's destroying my commander, and I'm assuming he's going to destroy my mana generation, which will suck, but it's still not the end of the world. Yep. Hey, I hope we get all the love and everything works out. Ooh, Sire of Seven Deaths getting back is nice. Okay, so we have black, red. So we just need a blue, is that right? White, green, trigger Aslask, attack, whoop, cancel. All out. It's a lot of Annihilator. Timothy, welcome in. So probably still needed to hold up a blocker or something, huh? Oh, well, we might be able to get some solves here. Nope, nothing I wanted. Well, might as well play the tapped one. So he attacks me for lethal. That was a mistake. Okay. I'm still wrapping my head around this, but Lampkin, I definitely see where you're coming from about this not, like, working. Right, right. Hex, thank you, Felix. But I am intrigued. So was a mistake in not doing the Annihilator the first turn? I don't think it was. Yeah, it does kind of feel that way, right? Hey, Steven, how's it going, man? Getting any DD lately? Or you guys been taking a break? Red, welcome in. I am playing, or running 2 Monday games, 2 Sunday games, a Thursday game, and every other week a Saturday game. Still Sundays. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't talked to Rob much lately. So every Sunday, every Monday, every Thursday, and then every other Saturday has been the thing lately. You hate the Hares so much, yeah. They're good. They're good. They're strong. And there's Ulalek. We like Ulalek. Eldrazi. Bradley, welcome in. Delney, they play auto. Delney just you could auto concede, yeah. One of these days I'm gonna be a regular player again. Maybe. If I do this, does it actually take it down to 0? Can I just play my commander for free? Nope. Okay, down to a minimum of 1. Am I just dead from this next attack? Probably. Why? I should be able to cast that for only 2 pips, shouldn't I? I do feel like the Scion tokens are not happening fast enough. Yeah, I've been actually running parts of Eve of Ruin myself, Steven. We did Webb's Edge was part of what we did the other day. I loved Rod of Seven Parts back in second, and this definitely it is that. Let's see. Okay, so it's a colorless spell, right? It should benefit from cost reduction. So why is it acting like it's not? I'm so confused. Why? Okay, cancel, because this just isn't working like it should. That is very frustrating. How does Vecna fit into it? So one of the things that I have in my games, Jared, is that divinity works 2 ways. You get a god who is what I call a vengeant god, which is the traditional worship lifts up something and makes it into a reactive astral deity. And then you have primal ascension, which is more like Mystara Immortal rules, where someone embodies and absorbs the energy of some force so much that they become like a primal aspect of that. And that basically those are push-pull on the material plane in 2 different ways. Why is this guy like letting me keep playing? He should just be zerging the hell out of me by now, right? I'm so confused. So Vecna is somebody who's caught in that cycle because he keeps trying to ascend via primal mechanic, but he has, for better or worse, turned himself into the other. So I kind of feel like this guy, I don't know what he's doing. We're just gonna hang on for a second. So, in my opinion, Vecna's on his way to becoming a vestige because he keeps messing up. Like if I were in charge of 6th edition post Eve of Ruin or whatever, or moving the multiverse lore forward. Nice. Very cool, Rocket. But I would probably make him part of a binding class. I actually think binding magic's really, really dope. I miss that being more of a thing. And there's some third-party stuff that tried to take a stab at it for 5e, but it just doesn't feel right. At this point, I'd probably be inclined, like if I had to, oh wow, look at that, good for him. His deck is popping off. But I'd be inclined to think of binders as warlocks at this point, which is very sad because it seems very diminishing to them. It would be funny if he decks himself. Actually, I suppose that's a threat, isn't it? 23. If he does that again, I'm sure he's just gonna attack this next turn though. Actually, Ed does not. Ed actually is one of the last great victims of TSR's legal shenanigans, and Ed doesn't even own the Forgotten Realms anymore. Like, he has no say in it. R.A. Salvatore has more control of the Forgotten Realms than Ed does, and Ed created it. Alright, that's a whole backroom discussion to have sometime. I mean, you know, after the tweets about Drow Milk, I guess I don't really care so much, but I do feel kind of bad. There's a whole generation of creators that got really screwed over by TSR. But yeah. Ed's an interesting guy. He's actually really nice. I have spent more than a little time with him in a green room before when I was invited to some cons, so. But he's a fun dude. I'd still say If you want me to pick a game designer to hang out with, it's gonna be Jeff Grubb every time. Jeff's an amazing guy, super fun, and actually responsible for the execution of a lot of the architecture of the Dungeons and Dragons multiverse. Drist is your least favorite version of Superman. Ouch. There's some stuff to unpack there, Jared. So there are things you don't do on the internet, and speaking ill of somebody who is very popular is one of them. That has nothing specifically to do with what you just typed. If you ever want to have a voice call, we could talk. Someone can be one of the best things to ever happen to a thing and still be someone I don't even want to be in the same room with. Hopefully that was coded enough, but also, yeah. I agree with you about Drist. Although I will say this, Ari Salvatore is one of the nicest authors I've ever worked with. And that's in, 22 years in the book industries. He's a really cool dude. It didn't. I think because I played a spell first, the Conduit of Worlds didn't let me do the thing. I mean, he could obviously zerg me out here, and if he doesn't, I'm going to be very confused. Maybe he's really wanting to. Yeah, there he goes. We got it. I see you, buddy. All right, we'll give this one more go. Do need to wrap up the stream soon, but we'll give this one more play and then see if we can't get a win. If we don't, we'll come back to this later. Yeah, Eldrazi are harder than I want them to be. That's for sure. I feel like a lot of times it's better to go with like an Elf Core and use your Eldrazi as finishers. But I really want this to work. I wish there was a little bit more of the Zendikar Scion situation here. No problem. You too, Steven. Have a good one. Say hi to your group. His dungeon master Rob used to play with me, so it's kind of interesting. It's like a splinter, like a mitotic Dungeons and Dragons group from my old Dungeons and Dragons group. I think that's really cool too. You can almost look at D&D groups like family trees. You know? Yeah. Yep. I agree. Unfortunately, I have got to play very little with Steven myself. He's an amazing dude though, and throws really cool Halloween parties. I actually got this tattoo of the original nautical star at his house during one of his pirate parties. D, welcome in. Heckin, welcome back. Game of Life, welcome in. You did find out further to see your D&D family. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. I'm curious, though. Yeah? And it's definitely interesting, like, finding out who has and hasn't played with folks, that I know. It's a pretty extensive group, that's for sure. Has he not drawn a mountain? He'd probably be in trouble. From Beyond. I thought I had From Beyond. I might have taken it back out. Oh, I thought it was on here. I'll have to look. Awakening Zone is not, I'm pretty sure. Just say, you know, hey, do you know so and so? And then, you know, it'll happen, Jared. If you want it to happen. I can also see, you know, not doing that thing. There's really not a reason to play that yet. Let's go this way. Shifting precursor. Nah, that's okay. I don't have black yet, right? Yeah. Downey, no! Ah! That's not good. Why did it even give me the option? Why did it even give me the option? That's really weird. I need black mana so bad. If I have black mana, we could do some serious shenaniganery here. I'm assuming he's gonna go for Ocelot Pride. Ocelot Pride gets so busted. It's so good. So good. I could block the Outlawed Medic, but he's gonna get the life trigger anyway, so I don't care. It's fine. This will get so busted. It gets so crazy. If I don't get something in the next turn, it's okay. This deck just might be too slow. Yeah, that's okay. I don't hate it because I love Ocelot Pride so much. Although Ocelot Pride's the wrong color, but whatever. Anything that clones that much should not be white. Alright. Let's go play something in standard for a second. Try to hover over your cards, read them. Yeah, girl boss, that is very, very common. We were trying to make an Eldrazi deck work. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. What I probably need to do is put Monster Manual in it and Quicksilver Amulet. A couple other things. OG, welcome in. But then you miss cast triggers, so it's kind of like, why bother? You know? Reduce cost and 7 for free, yeah. I mean, that's where we were headed. We had that game where we had 4 casting cost reduction, and it still wasn't fast enough. Beastie, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? Been a minute. Do we want... I don't know. Well, hang on. You're bleh? Not bleh. Why bleh? Sorry, you're bleh. It's Monday. For better or worse, I have left such rhythms behind, at least for the moment. Maybe I'm gonna get back into a traditional quote unquote vibe soon, but DMV, that's the best. Love the DMV for you. Lily, welcome back. Tanner, hello, hello. Need to kill the steel. Need more wild cards, yeah. What are you building this time? Glass Casket was a really cool pull. I actually am not mad that he's pulling down this game with 2 mana. Good for him. Good for him. In fact, I'm just going to give it to him, and we're going to keep going. Trying to play something for a fast win. I don't want to just resort to Quintorius, though. 8 mythics for Ashnod, huh? That sounds like a classic video. 8 mythics for Ashnod. I don't know. Maybe an album. Herska might work. Gen X and Slim Jim, welcome in. I'm mostly just trying to kind of have a little bit of a chat while we round this out. Oh, and of course I get mono red. Yay! That's my favorite. I mean, it's better than mono white probably, but 8 mythics to Ashnod. So of course the only answer to red is trying to get incremental life gain. How many Gen Z players have I had? A couple. I will say, in my experience, Gen Z and Alpha kids, I do better with in person. Millennials and Gen X folks generally are fine to play with online, but for whatever reason, my experience with the younger set has been very hard to maintain focus if we're online. I mean, and that's a sweeping generalization, Jared. But everybody can be a little different, right? Obviously. And God, I even hate to do generational divide stuff like that. But you asked a generational question, so I'm answering with generational stuff. Well, and it's interesting too because you'd get a lot of folks that we're dealing with like coming up in the hobby with I don't even know why I'm bothering to finish this game. Coming to the hobby with Critical Role and D20 as your primary understanding of the hobby creates a different kind of player. And I'm not saying it's a bad player or a good player, it's just different. And so there's a lot of different expectations. Like a lot of younger folks expect D&D to be funny all the time, which it can be, but that's not really my jam. Hey, Craig, how's it going? And so, like, if I want, like, a session to have gravitas or to be, like, a little more dramatic or dark, like, we just killed off a PC for a lot of reasons in one of our games, and I did not want that to be the funny yuck session, right? Like, that was not the time to have it be, like, you know, a joke session. It was supposed to really hit hard, and so I've had players in some games that would have come into that and just been like dick and fart jokes for miles, and it would have been really sad. It would have been really a drag on the narrative that the player who was retiring their character wanted, right? How's it going, Craig? If you do not follow Craig, I know there's not a ton of people in chat right now, but if you don't follow Craig, you should follow Craig. Does incredible content. Super, super cool vibes. I would definitely check out Craig's channel if you are not currently following him. All the memes, good advice, good peoples. Yeah, absolutely. No, man. And you know, you're a Death Star on Instagram. I don't know how you're not bigger than me on TikTok. Mono Black Artifacts, Lily? What you got there? Oh, thanks for the likes, Greg. Were you playing Stardew Valley the other day, Craig? Do I remember that? I've never played it. Yeah. I popped in for a second, but I think you were more focused on like Twitch or something at the time. but I don't really know anything about the game. I just know I have friends that really like it. Yeah, that's fair. I've just been running so many games lately that like even like I play Final Fantasy 14. I don't think I've even logged in for the last 3 or 4 weeks because I've been running so much D&D. We also started Fabula Ultima recently, and the Fabula Ultima game we were playing last night was fun. Um, it's got a very different mechanic, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Okay, I have to do a Dungeon Master, Game Master nerd out really quick since you're here, Craig. Um, let's see. Since I have you, I should show you how I did it because we're doing um, like Gundam like sci-fi game with it, and I Fabia Ultima has all sorts of rules. Like technically, you don't die when you drop hit points unless you agree, and it's got a very different energy for players. And so I was trying to be like, how can I, you know, capitalize on that vibe, but still make it feel like sort of scary, you know? And so I actually ended up using clock mechanics to destroy their mechs and stuff. So like in my Roll20 thing, we have like our little battle, but it has like a little HUD. So the players like have like little clocks so that their mechs get damaged and stuff. They can still be hurt with hit points, but like you're inside your giant mech, so it's kind of hard to get hurt. Um, but it's really a fun, different sort of vibe, and I don't know. I kind of wish the game was doing better. It's still got Game of the Year, and it's still very popular, but like it's just got such a different energy entirely. I don't even feel like I'm doing justice talking about it because it's so unusual. But I would say it's slightly crunchier than like Powered by the Apocalypse sort of game. Yeah. Well, yeah, because like damaging an object in that game is almost impossible. I don't want to say it's impossible. It's not supported by the rules. That's probably the best way to put it. And so like instead you just use their objective system, and so we turned all the mechs hit points into clocks, and I think it really feels really good. It also allows people to use skills to try to like repair or kit bash fixing their mechs during a fight. Um, and it's like a big drama. Like I grew up on like Macross and Robotech and stuff. Man, another one? Oh, I hate that. I hate that. DT Pangs, thanks for the follow, by the way. Obi-Wan Cody, welcome, welcome. So it's two. Basically, humanity got scattered. Their interconnection stuff, their space network collapsed, was separated for centuries, and then they're rediscovering each other. But they're basically rediscovering each other from two different sides of the galaxy, and they've diverged. It's inspired by a little bit of Sword War, but mostly I think it would be more fair to say it's inspired by Final Fantasy. It's a JRPG inspired, setting slash thing. So all the JRPGs basically show up in it pretty hard. I really like it though, really fun. I feel like maybe Arena just doesn't want me to do the thing today. Have I tried Lancer? No, although someone tried to get me to publish a third-party supplement for it, and I just didn't know enough about it to feel comfortable, so I said no. I really do want to do another Kickstarter. It's been a minute. It needs more splat, yeah. I mean, that's what this guy was trying to do. So maybe he'll find another publisher to do it eventually. I don't know. he's killing my own guy. That's interesting. He must be getting ready to do some flicker tech. Jose, welcome in. PDX, welcome. Zoids could fit with it. Yeah, I don't know enough about Zoids. It's one of the inspirations for the players in my current game. I probably need to watch some of it to understand more. I feel like there's definitely shenanigans going on here. Is this a board wipe? Do we have a board wipe and flicker, or what do we have? Something's happening here. Farewell. There we go. Okay. Didn't do graveyards though. That's a choice. I wonder why. What specifically was nostalgia fodder? Might as well put these back out. They're not really worth it now that I don't get the extra counters on them. The extra animals. Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. I don't know, though. I'm doing a long watch of Naruto right now, so maybe my standards are lower than you think, Jared. Like, I enjoy Naruto, but I'm also watching all the filler episodes. And, like, I just watched, like, the Ninja Chef ramen battle episode, so, like, and I watched the whole damn thing. Excuse me. You know, Rasagan to like stir the noodles. I'm just saying. Although now I wanted to eat that ramen. I mean, I always want to eat the ramen, so that's not really that surprising. Jacinta, welcome in. Am I not going to get a win? Do I need to go play Haruska? Maybe I need to play Haruska, Nat. Maybe that's what we got to do. Maybe that's what we got to do. I kind of feel like I'm running out of gas. That farewell hit me in the naughty bits. Oh, wow. His deck's huge. Whoa. Of course, to draw more mana. Because I needed that. No. No. Watch Zoid's New Century. Which one's first? I like to watch things chronologically, so even if I'm jumping in, I would rather watch chronologically. Rafa, welcome in. But I do need to finish my Naruto watch through, so I haven't got to Shippuden yet. I'm in the for like months apparently. I was thinking I was getting close to halfway, but it turns out Shippuden has a lot more episodes than I thought it did. Buggy, welcome in. None of Zoids is a true canon. Like, they're not referential, they don't connect. Is this like an OVA versus, you know... I'll tell you, inconsistent canon really does not work for me. I don't like it. So, that's the first negative I've heard in this discussion. Each series is an alternate. Can they interact? I don't mind interacting alternate realities. I don't mind that. But if there was literally no interaction and they're basically different series with just different... Like I love Final Fantasy. Gundam is a little bit the same way. But, like, I like Final Fantasy, but it really wasn't until Exvius and Final Fantasy 14 and 11 all started acknowledging that the other games existed that, like, I really, really, really like committed. Because I want these games to talk to each other. I want them to, like, you know. I guess we technically can blame Kingdom Hearts for that, but. Anyway. That's a lot to unpack. Gundam Universal Century. Okay. There's a bunch of spinoffs. I'm probably dead here because I'd have to do Menace. I'm good just letting this game go. Wow, this is a streak. You have an update code. Did Wizards get back to you? I've been sick actually, but I'm okay. We're gonna go ahead and play. We'll play Hruska. If not, we'll play Rev. Rev seems to be like a lot of people concede on site with Rev at this point. Time for Bears. You got it. Was it because of the reaching out, or did it just finally like ship? Was there any sort of acknowledgement of what was done wrong, or did they just randomly show up? And was it in response to the social media part? That's what I'm curious about. Thank you, Net. I think since Net has paid to snack me, I got some Target snack mix, so I'm gonna eat some of that. Lord Scone, welcome in. I'm just gonna be really loud. I'm gonna mute. Those Target snack mix things, trail mix things, go on sale a lot. They're so good. Hruska. Jared, they're only allowed in the standards. No problem, Craig. You have a good one. See ya. They're only allowed in the standard if the card's already produced that way. So, hit and miss. But it also means if the card gets reprinted later, then it becomes part of standard. Like, I would not be surprised. I'm going to call it. They screwed up so bad that in a future Marvel set, I'm pretty sure we're going to see all these cards printed. I think it's the only way they can really fix the problem at this point. Joseph, welcome in. Again, if you haven't followed Craig, you should do it. Craig's a cool dude. With the problem with the Marvel Secret Lair, I don't know if you've heard, there was a glitch or an exploit where it allowed 60,000 orders to be placed outside of the queue, and they went to people who hadn't been waiting in the queue. They were able to just buy the stuff, and so a whole bunch of people who were speculating and doing collector stuff ended up getting stuff and getting like multiple copies of it. And then people who had been waiting in queue for 4 hours, it was sold out by the time they got there. So I guess the problem is Wizard had crappy security. Yeah, that's what happened. Armadillo and Jackson and Zach, welcome in. Opaki, welcome in. Maybe crappy security is the wrong word. Maybe it's they had bad design. I don't know. We We have Hruska out. Chicken Guardian, welcome in. Candy Trail is kind of the superior everything when it comes to food, right? We will pay that. So Hruska and Gilded Goose Attack. Mike's not wrong. There's always bear time. You'll do Limbus instead? Why not both? Jerry, welcome in. How's it going, man? It's true. No, you're not wrong. We will. We'll just keep repeating, right? Do that. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to get in the morality of it at all. I mean, even people, like, I knew people were having problems getting the sets, so I got the big Cadillac set so I could have some to give to friends or to sell to friends, whatever. Not like a premium, not like a gouging, scalping situation, right? It was just literally, I wanted more, and I thought I was going to be fine, but at this point, I could give away all of the ones I was going to get for myself and still not have enough to cover how many people got shorted. And that's upsetting to me. It's really upsetting that, like, there's not enough to even cover the stuff. Like, I have one buddy who wanted to play Captain America so bad that he paid, like, a premium. And, like, now so somebody gouged him for, like, an extra $30 or whatever. And that hurts my heart. That hurts my heart a little bit. Oh, I totally get that's why they do it, but it just feels super shitty, super shady. You ended up cutting both of them, yeah. William, welcome in. And, like, I'm all for, like, you know, when your collection appreciates, you should get some sort of reward for investing in the game, I guess. But at the same time, like, it just feels bad. That feels real bad. To me. Hruska, let's see. I'm assuming, like, we're going to eventually get into some sort of ambush tech or death touch situation with his color profile, but maybe I'm wrong. Adam, welcome in. Maybe not, though. Just blocking and taking it? Huh. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yes. He's going to at least survive the turn, at least. Okay, that's fair. Santi, welcome, welcome. I don't know how to say Russian stuff, but hi. Welcome in. Kermit, hello, hello. Guy, welcome, welcome. Do I care about the mana? I guess it gets the Lumra out, but Lumra gets small now, doesn't she? So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Danger, mommy. You missed the question. Yes. I'm not worried, Lava. Almost certain that that's going to happen. every indicator of every Magic evolution of every video game, they've made you start over. So it would now be the exception to the rule if they allowed us to transfer collections. Am I here for that? Sure, yeah. I hope that happens, Lava Being, but yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's the same thing, right? Like with D&D, and you know, I enjoy 5e. I've enjoyed 3.5. 4 was a different thing. I've enjoyed every edition of D&D I've played, but the fact of the matter is, only so many people want to play for the same GD thing over and over again, right? Like, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I if I don't have a partnership level situation with Wizards by that point, I will have to strongly consider whether or not I'm going to continue streaming that. Right, right. Well, and they have already, right? Oh, I've bought my digital D&D collection 3.0, 3.5, 4, 5, and 5.5, 2024, whatever we're calling it. So this is actually the 5th time they've asked me to buy my digital collection. And I actually went back and bought old digital reprints of 2nd edition stuff too. So like, I don't know. And the sad thing is, I've done it, Lava, and they know I'm gonna do it. And that's the thing, right? They know they're gonna get away with it. And so it just becomes a question of when are you off the ride, right? When is it enough for you? Because I do think they will literally push for folks to. Yeah, I mean, we're already there with Magic, right? So like, D&D, nice, nice. But I enjoy the hobby, and I still intend to be very positive about it until it's just not fiscally feasible. And that's really the question at this point. How much longer is it going to be fiscally feasible for me? Because if I had the support or a partnership or something where I was getting some sort of advantaged anything, compensation, discount, I don't even care what. I would still, I love the hobby, I love the community, I would still stay engaged with it. But if, you know, we're forced to start over from zero again, and that's all on my pocketbook, that's gonna be rough. Hey, you know, Lava, that would be more than I've ever got before. So, right, right. I don't think you're wrong, Jared. I don't think you're wrong. So the question is, he has 1 green mana. Does he have fog? Does he have any way to save himself in this game, or is it actually over? Raven, welcome in. So what is he returning? Does he have like an Eldrazi or something he can return? What is his win? Does he have a flyer he can blocker? He does. Okay. All right. All right. Is he milling me? It's an interesting choice. He's milling himself. He's milling me. All right. Chad, welcome in. This is still Brawl. Not really what I wanted to see. Auto pay it. Do that. We'll also do the food. Definitely get rid of that. Decline. Auto pay. Hey Brandon, how's it going? We'll attack, assuming he's going to block with his Screaming Phantom. I don't know how many flyers he has and how often he'll be able to do this, but... Oh, nice. He just got so many flying blockers. That's just awful. All right. Right. I was doing better. Until this guy just played that card. I am having the dangest time getting a win today. I mean, he did just give me a pile of life and a half. And I might have to, like, get, like, some of their win con. I don't know if this deck doesn't have the Felidar Sovereign in it. What I really need at this point is Iola, but I don't have her. So that's probably not going to happen. If I don't pull something in the next couple turns. Oh, I don't know that I do. Statistically, his deck's popping off in a very cool way. I'm very happy for him. But I don't know that I can outmaneuver the 20-some-odd creatures he just dropped this turn. I appreciate the faith, though. It's actually kind of cool to see his Sidisi deck pop off. This is a deck I've struggled to get to work, and it's doing pretty well for him. He doesn't have trample on his guy anymore, though, so one bunny jumps in the way. And I'll take the other, like, 14 or whatever it is. 16. Joe, welcome in. Spore Frog, I think might still be... It's definitely legal in Commander. I'm not sure if it's legal in Brawl. Jimbo, welcome in. Well, did he just get like 51 insect tokens? Did that just happen? Hey, gang. Make me eat a snack. Is it salty or sweet? I've got both. Got salty or sweet. Any druthers? If not, I'm just going to go with white chocolate Reese's because I think there's some statistical bias there. Modern Horizons 1 was the last printing that wasn't Commander product. Interesting. So yeah, that's definitely not on here. Some lore beats. Interesting. Nice. What specifically? I don't know, Jared. I don't know that I. So wasn't Song of Ice and Fire? Is it based on Fantasy Age like most of their fantasy stuff? Here. I'm gonna eat this before I forget because I feel like we're having like a big long conversation about a thing, but I'm gonna forget to eat my snack if I don't. So, so I feel like his deck is literally he's about to create 51 tokens. I don't need to deal with this. Yeah, Fantasy Age is interesting. I think I prefer Fabula Ultimate to it. I have it. All the stuff. They did one of those things where they did a big clearance sale, and of course you're like, is this for a new edition? And they're like, no, it's not. New edition the next year. So, and I don't blame them. I mean, and at school I ended up picking almost all those books up for like $10 a hardcover. Jared, I will run low magic slightly after I gouge my own eyes out. I do not like low magic as a setting. I never will. I play fantasy games to have magic and fight dragons and have glowing swords that sound like lightsabers. I don't I don't play low magic games like no. I'm good. I'm good. You will never get a low magic game out of me unless it's a one shot. Dr. Doofin, welcome in. That's funny. Fallout, yeah, RPG did the same similar thing. That's cool. Is it Circle of the Moon? Let's do Circle of the Moon first. It's a little more damage. But yeah. I feel like maybe you like low magic more than I do, Jared, but tell me if I'm wrong. I didn't tell you for saying anything about Drist. I think Drist, like, if anything, if I said anything negative about Drist, it's that because the author's kind, right? The author is a cool dude, really cool guy from New York, super nice guy. I have no positive things to say about the character other than he is the merriest of merry Sues. But the author is really nice, and that was what I was talking about. Okay. We're gonna attack. We're gonna attack. See if he'll fall for it. He probably won't. Probably won't, but might. He's not falling for it, so we're just gonna go this route. Ruska. Yeah. Well, and see, again, Dune is an amazing world, super cool world, right? Absolutely miserable world for a player character who wants to feel cool. Like, there's like a handful of Bene Gesserit. There literally is one male power user until he starts having kids. Like, why? Why would you ever run that? Why would you, what? Unless you want to have, like, that experience. Like, yikes. None of it matters. Yeah, it's the Dragonlance effect is what I like to think of it. Like, if you are not Raistlin or any other members of the Heroes of the Lance, you are not relevant. I love Raistlin's story. I love him coming into power as a mage, the Hourglass Eyes, seeing everybody rot to death before him. The whole, like, understanding of time and magic, the whole thing. It's so cool. Absolutely miserable to be a player in that setting, as far as I can tell. Excuse me. So if we do that, still thinking we take a swing with the Circle Moon Druid, see if we can't get a couple blockers out. Next turn we can get trample on everything, and it should be game. All right, he took the bait. That auto pay. I'm assuming he's going to sacrifice it in response, but could be wrong. Maybe he's just going to take the hit. And there's no reason not to, right? Hey, Aaron, welcome in. So next turn, we should be able to all out and get trample for lethal, I think. Does he have... Oh, maybe that might have stopped lethal. We'll see. Marionette Apprentice. Okay. I'm still willing to see what happens here. Probably saved himself there. Hi. Been a minute, hi. Getting a little antsy, so part of me thinks, you know, just see what happens. See what his blocking assignments look like. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, how are you? Ipso facto, welcome in. Still a little sniffly. Little bit sniffly. Sniffle him? Is that a thing? Okay, so we got 2 there. So he's trying to soak up all of Fruska. Okay, okay. So I might lose Provisions Merchant here. I don't love that. Actually, I don't lose Fruska, right? So if I don't lose Fruska, we put the bonus on the Provisions Merchant, which should take care of Mondrak. I don't think we have lethal here, but we're gonna take out Mondrak and his Whisper Drinker thing. It's fine. Eh, eh. So he's hitting me for 8. Unless he board wipes, though, I think we're still okay. Bloodstained Mire, Ground Swept. What about him? You're trading for them? Nice. Who won't pull the plug and write their book? That's you're not wrong, Jared. You're not wrong. Decline, there's no reason. But yeah, I don't think you're wrong about that. Like, and it's interesting because Hickman's tried to break out of it a couple times himself, and Tracy's an interesting guy. He's around here. My writing group, his daughter's in it, so like we've talked a little bit. Folks, that's the stream. Please take care of the other people in your lives. Please take care of yourself. We will talk to you probably at this point tomorrow because that stream went a lot longer than I thought, and I probably am not going to be able to bounce back for a lunch stream fast enough. So, talk to you tomorrow morning. See you then.